Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in for episode 5 of Building Light in a Digital Era. I'm an introvert. Can I do business? Maybe you don't say it out loud, but inside you feel like I'm not the loud type. I don't like to sell. I don't like to talk so much. So business feels very far away. Or is it not that you cannot, but you haven't found a way that fits you yet? Hi, I'm Eileen, a mom and a piano teacher building this business using my pockets of time. I'm grateful to have started building options for myself because I did not want to keep feeling torn between earnings and my family. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Being someone who is quiet among people feels like protecting ourselves from unnecessary pressure. But that doesn't mean that introverts don't have our own opinions in certain matters, right? No matter introverts or extroverts, we want to find the ways that align with our beliefs and our goal. So, how do we know if it worked for us or not? I believe that part of it is intuition, the silent voice inside us, very soft and very easy to be ignored. But of course, I'm not trying to romanticize intuition as the perfect compass because intuition can be mixed with fear. Sometimes we misread it, sometimes we only understand it after taking action. But clarity didn't come first. Clarity came because we moved, right? Now, do you know that intuition is part of our senses apart from five traditional physical senses like the sight, touch, taste, smell, and hearing? These senses can act as a protective mechanism. For example, when we hear noises around us, then we become alert. Now, our intuition works the same way. It's like an internal sense. Like when something is aligned, it feels lighter. When something is not, it feels heavy. So our body already knows before our mind can explain. But the thing is, as we grow older, we stop trusting this. We override with logic. We tell ourselves, be practical, don't think too much, just continue. And slowly we disconnect from ourselves. And sometimes we may miss an important turning point that could actually help us to work better. So, are you listening to yourself or mostly listening to what you should do? Now, what actually blocks our intuition? It's not that we don't have intuition, but just blocking it. For example, too much input. So scrolling, watching, comparing nonstop. We keep taking in other people's opinions until we can't hear our very own. Because when everything is loud, our intuition becomes very soft. Then end up, are we confused and are we consuming more or are we creating more? Now, second thing is impatient. We want quick answers, quick results, quick clarity, quick success. But the thing is, intuition doesn't rush, it settles. So, what do I mean by that? Intuition doesn't come with pressure. It doesn't say, decide now, hurry up. If not, you'll miss out. Because that's usually fear or urgency or external pressure. Intuition should feels intuition actually feels different. It feels calm, steady, quiet. Even if the decision is big, there's still a sense of, this feels right. So sometimes the answer doesn't come immediately, but when we give ourselves space, the same thought keeps coming back. Like when we are deciding something, at first there are many thoughts, very confused. But after a while, when we slow down, one option starts to feel lighter, more natural. So that's usually when our intuition settling in. Now, question for you: are you giving yourself space to think, or are you rushing to decide? Now, number three, there are too many opinions. We tend to ask too many people and end up become more confused. So, whose voice are you listening to most right now? Number four, fear disguised as logic. Sometimes we say we are practical, but actually we are afraid. Afraid of making the wrong decision, afraid of losing what we already have, afraid of looking funny or inexperienced, afraid that others would judge us, afraid that we try and it doesn't work. And sometimes afraid that it might actually work and we are not ready for that change. So we tell ourselves, now is not the right time. Let me think a little bit more better to play safe. And we call it being practical. But being practical should move us forward. Fear keeps us where we are. So remember this: fear is loud and urgent. Intuition is calm and steady. So if fear is removed, what would you actually choose? Number 5, no action. So we keep thinking, but we don't move. Because we don't move, we don't get feedback. Now the thing is, without action, intuition cannot be confirmed. So what is the one small step you know you can take, but you have been delaying? And this affects not just our life decisions, but also our work. It's like what direction to take, what to focus on, what opportunities to explore, when to pivot. If we are blocked, we keep staying busy, but not necessarily moving forward. So the goal is not to find the intuition. The goal is to remove what is blocking it. And this is what I realized. I didn't need to become extroverted. I just needed the right environment, the right system, the right way that fits me. Because when we are in the right space that fits us, we will gain a clearer thinking with guided action. And we don't just learn more, we start hearing ourselves more clearly. So to evaluate this, right, we ask, are you forcing yourself to fit the system or choosing a system that fits you? Now, the truth is, when something aligns with us, we don't need to force ourselves to become someone else. All right. So one more practical takeaway for today. So if you're an introvert, you ask yourself, does this energize me or drain me? Am I forcing or flowing? Am I choosing based on fear or alignment? And I want to be real with you. My intuition is not always perfect, but ignoring it completely is what keeps us stuck. And also, clarity didn't come first. Clarity came because we move. And if you're someone who feels like business is not for people like me, maybe it's not business that is the problem. Maybe it's the way you've seen it being done. Now, I'm currently building something together with other parents, quietly, sustainably, in a way that fits our lifestyle. If you're already feeling something is off, how long more do you want to ignore it? Now, if you're curious, you can follow along or just message me. We can just chat. No pressure. You don't need to become louder to build something meaningful. Now, one final question. What if the life you want doesn't require you to become someone else, but just requires you to listen to yourself more? So that's all. I'm Eileen. I'm a digital business mentor, and I'm here to help families to transform no time lifestyle into meaningful presence, income, and possibilities through this digital business, especially families living abroad like us, so that they can design lifestyle they love with family at home or abroad. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next live session. Bye bye.